Welcome to Smart Cherry's Thoughts. This is Sai from India.
Hi, Phaniraj.
Hey, Charan.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing very good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, sir. Thank you. Thank you for accepting my invitation and accepting to be on my show.
Yep.
So I thought to tell about the work that you're doing to my audience and the service that you're providing through your company to my audience. So can you
Hello.
please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure, Charan. Thank you so much. So, as you know, my name is Phaniraj Jaligama. I work as a CEO for OJAS Innovative Technologies, which is a Hyderabad-based IT services company. And we do have offices in Los Angeles. Currently, I'm in Los Angeles and talking from there. So, last 6 years, I'm working as the CEO of this organization, and that's about me. That's me. That's a brief introduction.
So before this, I can see you worked in different roles and you took different responsibilities. So what made you to, what is your intention behind creating this company and what you want to do?
Right. So if you see, I have started career in a government, department in AP Judiciary. It's a judicial department. Currently, it's Telangana. So I joined as a government employee, and I have grown there. I worked there for 9 years, and I've grown there. And once I have understood that I have a lot of potential, and I want to explore my career at the next level, where the sky is the limit, because governments will have their own way of work, and they have their own way of growth process. It's not that every potential person will be promoted in government. It's only the seniority and the experience and grades and reservations. So I wanted to get into IT, so I've tried and I got a job in Pune Sama Technologies as an executive assistant to CEO. So from there, my IT journey started, and from there, as an executive assistant, I worked, and then I got into a role of PMO in BMC software, and then I worked in Barclays in banking captives, and then I got into TCS and learned the entire business 360 degrees, how to do the entire operations of the IT company. So all those things I have learned in TCS, and then I moved to Cognizant as a director. So all the positions, all the roles I have got, even from right from my class 4 employment in AP Judiciary to the director role in Cognizant, I got a multi-dimensional exposure to various roles and responsibilities throughout my career. It's diversified industries, diversified roles, and everything is a challenge. Every job I take, either within the organization or a different organization, it's a completely new role. There is no connection between the role I have played in the past company or past role. There is no similarity in the new role. So that way I always taken up new challenges throughout my 22 years of career, and that made me as a leader, and that helped me to build this organization, OJAS Innovative Technologies. Finally, I landed up as a CEO of this company with all kinds of experience, with all kinds of knowledge, exposure, and a leader emerged. Phaniraj Jaligama has emerged as a CEO in OJAS Innovative Technologies.
So what problems you want to solve? What service that you want to do?
Right. So, Charan, this is a very interesting and interesting question, and it has got a multiple answers, because the dimensions have got evolved from time to time. So when we started this company, OJS Innovative Technologies, and when we started the business operations in 2015, we wanted to, there are a couple of things. So the problem we wanted to solve from employee side, our employment side, that the problems we faced, our family members faced, my wife faced to get into IT industry, the other should not face. We should give entry to a lot of people, OJAS as a medium. By using OJAS as a medium, we should give a lot of opportunity to people who are aspiring to get into IT industry, but for only IT graduates, the MCA, BTech IT graduates, BTech CSC graduates, or MTech. So any IT background education, if you have, we started giving employment. So that is a problem we wanted to solve from a employment perspective. From a customer perspective, we wanted to solve a problem that all the IT companies have a problem of bench. So the bench is always a cost, and the resources in bench in various companies, you take Cognizance and TCSs and Tech Mahindras, people are very reluctant to move from one location to other location. So for example, TCS Chennai, there are 500 Java resources, and TCS Pune has got a project for where 100 Java resources are required. So the problem is that the people who are working in Chennai are not interested to move to uh, Pune. So TCS Pune again go to the market and starts hiring people. So that's how the industry works. So we wanted to solve that problem of the customer, because I have worked on the other side of the table, and we created the solution this side, that you ask for a resource, a Java resource or a .NET resource, any technical software engineer, you ask is industry ready, skill, ready to deploy, ready to use resource. We give with 1 day notice. So we manage the employee from this perspective, employment perspective, and we manage the customer's problem, from the availability of the resource perspective, and the location independent perspective we manage, and we clubbed these two things and we started OJAS. And it took 3 to 4 years for us to really get the breakthrough and doing really good. So after 5 years, 5.5 years of the business, successful business operations, now what we wanted to do is evolve to the next level. That is that we wanted to now give employment to non-IT graduates. Because if you see the world, the Western countries, they don't ask for any education. Only in India, our companies, our employers ask for a proper education, graduation, computer graduation, or MCA, this experience, that experience. So a lot of certificates we ask. But in Western countries, for example, America, no one will ask what is your education. People ask, do you have skills? If you are a high school graduate or a undergraduate dropout or a graduate dropout, whatever you are, if you have skills, the companies will very happily hire you. So that culture is not there back in India. So last month I came to India. We have created a proper strategy to go to market and hire people, the non-IT graduates, in the Indian market, and groom them as a IT skills ready resource, and put them into IT projects and give them a great career if they are really aspiring to become, or if they are passionate to be an IT employee, or just wanted to help them. So this is what we have evolved. We started with creating employment for IT graduates. Now we evolved to a level where we have confidence that we can create employment, or we can give opportunity for people who are aspiring to get into IT industry, but they don't have IT background or IT graduations. That's one. The second thing is that people who have IT background or IT education, BTech IT, BTech CSE or MCA, but somehow they didn't get into IT industry for various reasons. They don't have communication skills, they didn't get right platform, or by the time they came out of their colleges, there was no positions open in the market, or no one was hiring freshers. So for various reasons, people go back and do a lot of private jobs. They settle as a private teachers or some other employments, or odd jobs also they do. And if they are really aspiring to get into IT industry, OJAS wanted to give an opportunity for them. So if anybody is looking for that one opportunity to get into IT industry, now OJAS is going to help them. So these are the things which we wanted to do through OJAS, and this is how we evolved, Charan.
So, do you think without having a IT educational background or any IT experience before, can they able to connect with the technology and understand how things work in technology?
Yes, I really do believe that. And we have done this for so many people in last 5 years. So though we did not do in a very structural way as I wanted to do now, there are a couple of examples. 2 years back, there are two civil engineers have come to me through some reference of our relatives. And they were so passionate to get into IT, but their civil engineering doesn't help them to get into IT industry. So I told them that we will put you into projects, we'll train you, we will provide the training, internal training of OJAS, which we call as OJAS internship life cycle. So you will go through that program, and after that we'll put you into projects, internal projects. And once you really do well, then we'll put you into the customer projects. So I told them that, it takes at least 9 to 12 months for you to become a industry ready software engineer. But do you have patience? Do you have passion? Are you really interested? Do you have any alternates? Will you quit in between? So those kind of questions I asked them, and I gave them an opportunity. And really within 12 months, they are now really doing well. So these kind of examples I can give, at least 30 to 40 examples I can give in last 2 years from to whom we have trained. If they have passion, if they wanted to really get into IT industry and they don't have the IT background or their education doesn't have IT touch, so we made them, we groomed them to be a IT resource. And with that confidence only, now we are going in a structural way in the market to hire non-IT graduates. And Sharon, it is not the education, Sharon. So it is basically your passion which makes you learn anything you want, right? If Sharon can be a AWS architect, and if Fanny wanted to learn, Fanny can learn. It's not a big deal. If you can do, I can do. That's the attitude we should have, Sharon.
So you worked in India and now you're working in Western world. And what
Right.
is the difference that you are observing in Eastern and Western part of the world?
See, the only thing is that the culturally our people in India, they have not realized. Oh, very good. I could see you now. So culturally, our people, they have not yet realized, no matter if they have worked even 10 years in IT industry, most of the people have not realized that the companies pay for the skills. Companies really pay if they make money out of you. Nobody give free money. There is no free lunch in the world. That people don't understand in India. Whereas in Western countries, people understand that skills are paid. It's not people or emotions are not paid, but skills are paid. If you have more skills, more pay will be there. And if there is no use to you, people just fire you here, right? So this culture is not really adapted in India. I don't know how much time it will take, but certainly that will help people and grow into the next level. Because once you know that skills are really paid, skills are respected, our people will not be after CTC. Now, if you see the people in India, the IT engineers, they'll be after CTC. So if anybody gets a job, and if someone calls, if he calls his friend that, hey, I got a job, the very first question he asks is, what is your CTC, right? So people are after CTC. People should be after skills. People should not ask when they get a job that what is in it for me. Rather, they should ask that, hey, what kind of skills I get to learn if I take up this opportunity, what kind of exposure I get, what kind of new challenges I can face in this role. So that kind of culture has to set in India. That will make us grow very fast in the global arena.
You said you're taking students from different industries and you're training them and you're giving training for 9 to 12 months. So
Right,
you already started this. So
right.
what is the response that you're getting?
Yesterday, so once our employees join in OJAS as a fresher, there will be a C2C, campus to corporate. There will be a 3 days training in our company that you need to change your attitude. Whatever the attitude you got in your campus will not work in corporate. So you need to change your mindset. So for that, we will do a 3 days program called Campus to Corporate. In that, I also go as a leader there to address my team. So yesterday, around 37 employees have been addressed by me. And in the 37 people, 20 employees are non-IT graduates. So this is 1 week joinings. every week the numbers are getting increased, and I wanted to give employment for 1,000 people, 1,000 non-IT graduates. I wanted to give opportunity in this financial year itself.
So how the diversity that you have experienced, you worked in different roles and different companies, and you saw different culture and people coming from different places and doing different things, and how this diversity you are going to use in the plan that you are.
Not something you specifically bring it and use it. You automatically, if you have that in your blood, see the diversity which you're talking, it's there already in my blood. Last 23 years of my experience is completely diversified experience, completely 360-degree different. So if you take government, judiciary, and working as a class 4 employee, I don't know whether you understand class 4 employee, you understand? An attender, a office boy, right? To be frank. So from there to a personal assistant to district judge, to a executive assistant to CEO, to a PMO, to a delivery manager, to a business finance head, all these roles have already made me mature, evolved me as a person, evolved me as a business leader, right? That is what now you are seeing the results, whether the success of OJAS to make business last 7 years, successful business, or to now come up with different experiments in the market to accept non-IT graduates to be IT graduates. Being a very small company, you wanted to disrupt the market with this kind of thing. This is all because of the diversity, right?
Can I say you are the first person to start this revolution?
I'm not sure, but I have read about a person, Zoho CEO, if you know him. Zoho is a product company in India. I think they have roots in tier 3 cities of Tamil Nadu. So he, that CEO, he is giving opportunity. I read in newspaper. So when Inadu Telugu newspaper wrote about his biography, autobiography, then they wrote that he has given opportunity to his security guards in his company to become software engineers. So he gives opportunity, and I am not different. I also did the same thing. I have given opportunity to a recruiter, a person who hires people or who pulls the CVs from Naukri or job portals and sources for our positions. So for those kind of people also, I gave opportunity, and they have settled today. As of today, so many people have settled as software engineers in various companies. They worked for 4 or 5 years in OJAS, and they went and they're working outside also. So I think there are a couple of other people I may not know, but certainly I am doing in a very big way. I can tell that.
I can understand you will have a unique way of training people, because people coming from different fields, you putting them all together and giving things. I think you have your own way of
Right.
training people.
So this is not the regular training institute kind of training. This is a very beautifully designed by bringing all the knowledge that I have learned as a OILC, OJAS internship life cycle. So that life cycle itself has got 5 phases. Every phase will have a proper check, whether you take the basic technical skills, then soft skills, then you take the processes and tools, right, and the POC. These all areas, every area, the person will go through a rigorous training and practice. And also the industry leaders, for example, a delivery head go to that OILC and gives him the gyan that is required, the knowledge that is required, which will help him to face the real-time scenarios. Or a project, a person who is already working in a project, the OILC resource at the time of POC will be attached to a project guy as a shadow, and he will learn from him. So all these things will make that person work, and we do all these things in a very rigorous manner. Morning 9 to night 8:30, 9 o'clock, the employees will work. There is no Saturday, there is no Sunday. We give Sunday holiday, but we ask them to come on Saturday, because 6 days, 9 hours every day, we really rub them off to become a strong resource. A person who has trained in OJAS or worked in OJAS for 1.5 years, 2 years is worth 4 or 5 years experienced guy, or equal to a 4 or 5 year experienced guy in other big companies. I don't know. I'm not demeaning them. but that's the kind of rigorousness goes into. I'm just trying to emphasize the rigorousness that we wanted to put, or we put on our resources. So it's a beautifully created internship life cycle. But actually, all this life cycle was only for 6 months because we were doing with this with IT resources. Now we are in the process of changing it to 9 months because we are going to deal with the non-IT graduates.
So where this intensity came in you? Because is this not a tough job for you?
It's really a tough job. It's really a tough job. It's not that easy as I'm talking to you. There's a lot of efforts need to be put in place by my team, my trainers, my delivery team, my PMO team, my RMG team, my sales team. All the people have to put really very strenuous efforts into the system so that the resources will become every resource we have to make every resource successful, right? So every resource I hire, I don't hire just like that. I pay money also. When I say internship, I'm not taking money from them, right? And I'm investing money on them. I pay 15,000 while they are in training, and after that they get from 30,000 to 40,000 as per the packages available in OJAS in the initial time. So when I invest money and I'm hiring these people, I'm taking a very big risk. So there are two aspects in this entire thing that what I'm doing, Charan. One, necessity is the mother of invention. Two, we wanted to do something different in the market. So what is this necessity of the mother of invention? Because of the recent hype in the IT industry, all the companies are fighting for freshers. All the companies are hiring left, right, center freshers in India. Every company is hiring. And earlier, a lot of scrutiny used to happen. Now, no scrutiny. People are just hiring. Now, earlier 4-1 engineering, 4-1, fourth year first semester or fourth year second semester, people used to go and hire campus. Now people are going, companies are going in 3-1, third semester, the third year first semester. So I used to joke last 6 months with my team, why these companies are going in 3-1? Why not they are going at MSET counseling? In counseling itself, you hire, right? You say that I'm hiring now, you give a engineering seat, I'll give a employment. So that's the kind of competition has set in place because of the hype in the IT industry. Now, what to do as a small company? I'm not a TCS, I'm not Infosys. How can I compete? I'm not a big brand in the market. How can I attract the talent? Every engineer wanted to get into Infosys. Infosys wanted to hire every engineer. TCS wanted to hire every engineer. Cognizant wanted to every engineer. So where should I fight? And they are hiring the engineers with 5 to 6 lakhs of salary as a fresher. I cannot give to a fresher 5-6 lakh salary. So I have to come up with something different to disrupt the market, right? So this is the necessity of the mother of invention. This is the first reason, first dimension, or one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, I wanted to do something different in the market, right? So when you are growing, you have to grow by bringing some change around you. If it is a regular growth, a normal growth, it's useless. It's not that great. Not something. See why people are talking about me, because I am abnormal. My growth is abnormal. A office boy, a 10+2 guy, then a correspondence graduate, BA graduate, getting into IT industry, started career as office boy, and then growing, and then transforming in IT, and then IT not stopping, somewhere, but going to a level of director and coming and setting up a company and becoming a CEO, creating employment of 800. All these are showing a difference. Then people talk about you, right? Likewise, when you are growing as a company, now I have given a lot of employment to all IT graduates. Now, as the growth is coming, I have to do something different in the market. I have to create something unique, um, you know, uh, uh, unique kind of service to the society or the people around us. A lot of people are interested in IT job. How can you help them? So these two things, when you club, this IT for non-IT graduates is set in place. So one, there is a strong business reason that I wanted to hire people and make people, and I wanted to create my blue ocean, if you can understand that. So all this has become a red ocean by all the IT companies are fighting for freshers. It became a red ocean, right? I cannot fight there. So I have created I'm creating my own blue ocean, saying that I will hire all non-IT graduates and make them a industry-ready IT resources. So I am creating resources for OJAS. I am doing good thing for society, or the employees who wanted, or people who wanted to come into IT industry. Then I am creating the pool in the Indian IT market. So once a resource is trained by me, once he works for 3 to 4 years for me, if he moves, then he is very much available to TCS, very much available to Cognizant. Now they can't hire him because he's a non-IT graduate. But once they work for me, and once they get a relieving letter from me after 3 years, 4 years, somebody will hire him. So the entire IT pool in India will increase. I'm not saying that I'm going to create 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs pool, but whatever the mighty, 1,000, 2,000 every year, or 1,000 every year, I'm releasing to the market will be very helpful for the market, right? So
Students need to have any minimal educational qualification in order to get into this internship.
right. So as I mentioned, Sharon, that I really don't want to keep any education constraint 10th or 12th, but Indian markets are not really mature. The employers are not really mature. My customers will not really accept, or my customers will not accept. There are so many business reasons because of which we need a minimum graduation, right? So a graduation is required for a person to aspire to get into IT industry, and we will help him. We cannot hire any ungraduated resources, or 10+2 resources, or 10th resources, high school resources. So we'll only hire or stick for now for graduates any stream. Number one. Number two, they should be having passion, a lot of passion and right attitude. And they should have minimum communication skills. I'm not saying that they should be good in communication skills, minimum communication skills, because we have a very good proven system of bringing them up on the communications as well. So minimum communication skills, minimum aptitude. If you don't know computers, if you don't know programming, that's fine. We will train you, but you should have minimum aptitude, right? So aptitude, attitude, and minimum communication skills, you are good to go. We can hire you. So that's how we are going to, we are hiring currently the non-IT graduates. And the other thing is also, I'm getting a lot of requests in LinkedIn, people with 50 years, 55 years, that I am really aspiring to get into IT industry. I am not really matured enough as of now, or I am not in that strength to hire a 50+ years old person to help him to get into IT industry. I'm not saying that they cannot get into, but I am not really geared up to help those people. I can take only people between 20 to 35 years of age and make them a IT resource.
So you already worked in software industry. You saw people who are coming with IT background and without IT background. So what is the difference between a person with IT background and without IT background solving the same problem for the company?
See, it matters only for the first 2 to 3 years of time. First 2 to 3 years of your employment, whether you have IT background or non-IT background, matters a lot. But after that, everyone becomes same. Once you get the experience, see, Charan, say you are a graduate, you have done your post graduation, right? Yeah. So when you get into IT, when you get into TCS, or when you work for OJAS, how much of your all the subjects you have learned in your 10th, inter, in your graduation, in your MTech will be used on a daily basis here? I don't think so, right? So all that will help you evolve as a person. Why do we need education? In my opinion, education is required for your social maturity, mental maturity, physical maturity. To bring that maturity into a human being, we ask, or we need education. But once that maturity comes in these three areas, the very next thing is you work and you learn over the work. What is the problem today in India with respect to IT resources unavailability? We have so many engineers. So many engineers, every engineering college is churning out every year. The only problem is skills. Do you agree that? Yeah. So the skills are important. When the skills are important and education is only a mere certificate or mere qualification, so why we need to stick to IT? So I don't see any difference after 3 years of experience between a IT graduate and non-IT graduate. Yes, IT graduate will have a lot of fundamentals if he has really learned a lot, the engineering concepts, the electronic concepts, lot of things he will learn. But those things are really useful when you are working at a R&D level, or you are really creating a programming language, when you are really at a different level altogether, that kind of experience and that kind of knowledge, what you have learned in your education will add value. But for our day-to-day jobs, what available in the market or what we are hiring for, these all are a regular jobs. They will not have any big difference, right? So I don't see any difference, Charan.
So, are you going to replace the engineering courses?
I'm not. So engineering courses are required. I'm not saying that they are not required. Engineering courses have got their own, speciality. A lot of knowledge is there. A lot of people learn and become are go to the very very great places, and they do a lot of things, a lot of greatness to the world, a lot of value add to the world. They come up with new things. But I'm talking about the general employment in IT industry, right? Whether you take a L1 support or L2 support or a basic programmer job in IT industry, it doesn't require too much of engineering knowledge. It requires the coding knowledge. If you have aptitude, if you have logical thinking, if you have communication skills, if you have learned coding skills by spending at least 6 months very hard, then you can also add value and you can do your work, the work assigned by your customer or your company in developing an application, creating a UI, right? Or testing a application, or developing a piece of code. These all things doesn't require too much of engineering. That's what I meant to say. I'm not disrespecting the engineering, right?
So 9 to 12 months, the training that you're providing, people coming from different fields, like you said, one person came from security, who is a security and who got hired and who worked as a software engineer. Now you're doing the same. People coming from different places and different backgrounds, and 9 and 12 months, everybody are going to get trained they have different experiences. Are they going to get connected with the software and the technology and can able to understand quicker in this trend?
Very good question. So what I told 9 to 12 months is a training which we provide and get the success for 80 to 90% of the people. There will be 10 to 20% of the people who will have a higher learning curve. So learning curve is different from person to person. We all know that. So when the learning curve is little high for the people, they take 15 months. There are cases, Charan, I don't lie that there are cases where people or my employees became industry ready after 28 months from the date they joined me. So that person's learning curve is very high, but I don't call him as an idiot. I call him that, hey, your learning curve is different. I have patience. Do you have patience? One day you will also become a good software engineer. But the time that is required, Charan, I take 2 more minutes to give you an example, learning curve example, right? Eighth table, I can learn by chanting or by reciting 5 times, but Charan can learn only in 2 times. And some other person can learn by chanting or reciting for 15 times. But that 15 times learning curve guy, if he looks at Charan, Charan is learning only in 2 times reciting and he got eighth table. And that person gives up his learning, right? And if he won't find out that he has to read for 15 times to become expert in eight table, and he gives up, that's where the failure is. Everyone will have a different level of learning curve, different learning curve cycles, and everyone has to find out their own learning curve. And once you find the learning curve and how much time it will take for you to learn something new, and you start working towards that, the very next topic, the first thing you learn, it takes 15 months or 2 years or something, and the second time you start learning something, then it will drastically come down to 50%. If first one is taken 2 years, then the next course you will achieve in 1 year, and the next something you learn new, it will take only 6 months. And one day you will also become like Charan, you can learn in first time the best. But the learning curve, people have to find out. So we ask our employees, I don't fire employees because of lack of skills. I have fired employees because of attitude. I have zero tolerance on attitude, but I have a lot of tolerance on skills, because I believe that skills can be trained attitude cannot be trained. So if your skills are low and you have passion and you have patience, I have patience and I will help you to find out your learning curve and then put you into projects. So coming back to your point, 9 to 12 months is the average time I'm talking about to make every person a software engineer. But some people will have more learning curve or will take more time, and those people we will hand as an exceptional, but we cannot bring them into this 9 to 12 months average because this is a different thing.
So 5+ years, you already got success solving problems, giving the best customer service, and
Right,
now in the period of evolution, you decided to give training and decided to give bring non-technical people into technology by giving your training, right?
right,
So how you are the example. You came from non-IT background. You
right,
worked in something which is completely different from technology. You're
right,
the perfect example. And
right.
how I want you to answer that, how that transformation happened in you, non-IT to IT, in that particular period. I don't know how much time you took to understand technology and that transformation period. What are the struggles and challenges that you have faced?
Yeah, so it was really a struggle for me in the first year of my employment to understand the industry because it's a big transformation for me from a government employment to a IT employment and then working in corporate. All those things, and from my hometown, I moved to Pune. It's a growing IT city at the time in 2006. So all these things, city change, cultural change, because from a Telugu culture, I went into a Maharashtra culture. Then profile change. You are a government employee to a corporate employee. Then there are social elements. I was working in judiciary. So in judiciary, your people respect a lot because you're working in court, right? You're working as a PA to a district judge or a copyist in the district court. So people respect a lot. So in my hometown, if I'm going on a bike, no constable will catch me, right? But in the social thing is that when I went to Pune with my AP bike, my Telangana bike, the constable caught me, right? So all those will bring a lot of pressure on you, a lot of struggles around you. So all those things took 1 year for me. 6 months to 1 year is what I stable down. The first 6 months was a lot of struggle. Then seventh month onwards, it went down. But the it took 1 year for me to understand what is that required in IT industry, how to grow. And one of my manager, Ashwini Gokhale in BMC Software, after 1 year of my IT industry, she told me, Funny, one thing you remember in corporate if you wanted to grow, right? Struggle for existence, survival of the fittest, the Darwin's principle. As long as you believe in this, as long as you remember this, you are going to grow a lot. And by adhering to that, by adhering to some other values or principles, that continuous learning is the one principle I adopted. I always learned, on the go. I always learned. I never give up learning. I always learned in every role, every company. I continue to learn as an intern. So all these things made me the transformation very easy. Though the struggles were there, but the transformation was really smooth because of certain attitude I have applied towards this transformation.
So already there are IT people who have a IT background, who are working in organizations and who are already doing courses in different colleges. Uh, and you are giving training to non-IT people. So do all these IT trained people have jobs in the industry?
Oh, too many jobs. Even today in India, if 10,000 people are required, for example, I'm giving you, I don't know how many open positions are there in India, but I'm just giving you a number I'm throwing. 10,000 jobs are available. Only 5,000 people are available. So always it's less than 50% or 50% people available. And with this recent COVID impact, this pandemic, a lot of jobs have been offshore to India from US and from a lot of other countries. So the entire Indian IT market, as you could see, that there is a big hype and there is a big fight. There is a great resignation, is what people are calling it, right? So a lot of people are resigning and going to, next jobs. So there is a lot of dearth of resources in the Indian IT market. So there's a lot of space, and without IT, we cannot, even if it is recession or anything, without IT, we cannot really work. Because of IT, now we are able to speak, right? So IT has got everywhere, and we need IT, and IT will be there, and IT resources will be required all the time.
So you want to provide this service only to this country, or you want to give all over the world?
So from a employment perspective, we started in India, and we are now 800 plus employees, and we wanted to give another 1,000 employment there. But the reason I have come here is to develop the North America market. The OJAS, I wanted to grow in North America market, and I wanted to hire people here. And we have got a couple of H1Bs for our employees in India. They are coming here in couple of weeks to US. So we are bringing Indian employees also to US office. We are transferring them here for the projects we have. And also we are going to hire locally so that we can serve more customers and bring more business to OJAS. Through that, of course, to our country.
So at last, what is the process of non-IT people getting into this training course, internship?
Yeah, so simple. You need to just walk into OJAS offices in Hyderabad, and you need to come up with your CV, and there will be a basic aptitude test and basic communications test. And once that is done, then you will be given an offer, and you need to join. Only condition there that you need to sign a bond that you have to work for us for 2.5 years after training. Because we are investing a lot, I want employee to work for at least 2.5 years with OJAS after you really complete the training. So that is the only condition we have. You don't need to give any money. You don't need to pay anything. You just need to join, and you need to join with a lot of commitment, because OJAS, as I said, that there will be a lot of rigorous training in the first 6 months to 9 months. So if you say that I wanted to take a break, I wanted to go for a holiday, I wanted to go and attend or make a festival in my hometown. So all those breaks will not get in that first 6 to 9 months. So if you are really committed, then anybody can walk in, anybody can ask job with the criteria I mentioned, 20 to 35 years of age, attitude, communication attitude, not 50 years or 60 years people.
And what do you say to the people who get intimidated when they hear about technology or software or programming, who are non-technical?
Yeah, so my message to them is that, see, until unless you get into anything, everything will be a demon, right? If you really get into that, you will understand that it is as good as other thing what you do. So if Charan is able to do, you can do. If I'm able to do, then Charan can do. If we can really adopt that concept, then non-IT people need not worry. The IT people are not aliens. They are not coming from different planet. They are also same like you and me. If they understand this, the non-IT graduates who are intimidated or who are really scared about IT, if they understand this small thing, then they can come and explore the career. If they are passionate about IT, not that everyone should be passionate about IT, right? So if they are really passionate about IT, then they can really make it.
Is it online or offline?
Offline. We don't do online, because the discipline, the focus is very tough to manage for a small company like us. The motivations, and the emotions, motivations, all those things have to be built around an employee, and that is only possible through a face-to-face or in-person, handling. If it is a remote or virtual or online thing, those kind of things cannot be built with a resource. So you need to motivate him a lot. You need to bring him up to the speed. You need to give him a lot of examples. You need to handhold him. For all these things, a in-person experience will really help mature the resource in a faster manner.
And students of non-technical people, their parents, if they are watching and listening to you, what do you say to them?
Yeah, so please don't push every son and daughter to become an IT employee. IT is not the end of the world. If your son or daughter are interested, encourage them and we can help. But don't, because somebody else in your family or some relatives or some neighbors are getting into IT and they are earning more money, don't push your kids, don't pressurize them, don't compare them, right? My request is that if anybody is passionate on their own to get into IT, then you help and we help. We all will help. But not that a person is not interested in IT and father or mother or friends or somebody is pushing them. Really, I don't like that. So recently somebody called me after looking at my interview, watching my interview, that hey, my nephew is there. He's doing some other odd job and he's not listening to us. Can you please help him to get into IT? I said, no, I can't help. Let him settle in any field, whatever he likes. It's not that everybody has to become an IT engineer. What is this, right? Everybody wanted to become, everyone should become a software engineer. What kind of thought is that? There are so many other jobs. There are so many other fields. Every job is a respectful job. Every job is a thankful job. Every job will give you money, and every person is unique. If he's aspiring to become a if a lady wanted to become a beautician, or if a person wanted to become something different, we should let them do that, and they will excel in that area if they really have the passion and interest. But somebody forcing them to get into IT industry, that happens. A lot of people come to me last 7 years. A lot of people came to me and asked me, you help our kid. And also parents come to me. A lot of parents come to me saying that, hey, can you please help my son to get 60,000 salary, 1 lakh salary. My son is currently getting only 30,000 salary in that company. That is also a very invalid expectation from parents and relatives. The skills will get money, not the other people cannot, just companies cannot pay that. You wanted to get your son 1 lakh rupees, companies cannot pay 1 lakh rupees, right? You wanted to get your son 60,000, companies cannot pay 60,000. There is a value add from your kid to that company, and companies will automatically pay. They just throw money. Companies have money. If OJAS has money to pay crores and crores of rupees to me, what is the problem to give to a software engineer? It is only the value add, right? So that difference parents have to understand. Parents cannot aspire the salary levels just like that. Because of their wishes and whims, they will not get salaries. Because of the skills, because of the value add their kids do, they get salaries. So don't push them on the salaries, and don't compare them with the salaries. Don't push them only for the software industry. There are so many other industries apart from software industry. There are a lot of careers in India. India is really growing a lot, growing very fast in all areas. Now semiconductors industry is coming, right? Pharma industry is growing. APIs, right? Active pharma ingredients are being made. Battery industry, electronic vehicles, battery, EV batteries industry is coming into India. So a lot of industries are booming in India. There's a lot of growth available in various sectors. So my request to, this is a very sincere request to parents, is that allow your kids to grow in whatever and wherever they want it.
So, what's your goal? What you want to do humanity with the service that you are providing through IT industry globally?
Right. Yeah. I'm not sure whether I'm really grow to a level where I can talk about the global level, but certainly from a country perspective, or the people perspective, Sharon, let me tell you this first. So last 7 years, I have evolved in such a way that now my growth is not giving me satisfaction. The first 15 years of my career, my growth only gave me satisfaction. If I grow to the next level, if my salary is grown, my position is grown, if I'm taking up challenging responsibilities, so all those things were giving me kick. But now it is not giving. The kick is no more in my own growth. The real kick is in the growth of people around me. If I take up these non-IT graduates and make every resource a skilled resource, a saleable resource, a industry ready resource, and deploy them in our projects or in our customer projects, then that is giving me a perfect satisfaction. So what I wanted to give this evolution in me as a person, as a professional, is that I wanted to help create employment. I wanted to create employment in various fields, not only IT industry, but down the line 5 years, I wanted to create a lot of employment in Indian market for people of blue collar jobs as well. It's not only white collar, because Giving employment gives a lot of satisfaction to me. Making a person worthy gives a lot of satisfaction to me. Um, uh, last week when I was in India, before I leave, I met a girl and I spoke to her for 15 minutes. She came through some reference. And after I spoke her and I gave an opportunity to join, she's again non-IT. So she joined OJAS. I got a thank you note from her father that she has transformed a lot. She became a very positive resource, a positive person. Now her outlook has changed on the life, the way she's thinking, the way she's living, everything has got changed after she spoke to me. That 15 minutes of my motivation helped her transform her thought process. And she joined OJAS and she's a very happy kid now. So if I could motivate people, if I could help people come up, right? And that is what giving me a lot of satisfaction. And that is where I wanted to add value down the line 5 years.
So last one, what that particular quality that made you to transform yourself from non-IT to IT, and if you tell that quality, the people who are going to join with you, who are going to join in the internship, that quality will help them uh, because you are the inspiration for them. That particular quality, whatever
Yeah,
the negative thoughts that they have, whenever they
right.
think about particular quality that you tell to them, it will change their mind and it will make them do course.
99% of the people are averse to change. They are not, 99% people are not interested for change. They are averse to change. I have adopted a principle in my life that change, embrace change, always embrace change. I don't really scare to embrace the change. It could be from a office boy to a stenographer to a copyist, or to go to IT industry. And in IT industry, take every role, every responsibility, everything is a challenge. As I mentioned, every role is a new role. There is no connection between my past employment to the present employment all the time, right? So all the time I have embraced the change, accepted the change, and all the pain that comes along with the change. I have accepted it, and I have faced it, and I have overcome it, and that's the way I have grown. So if you accept the change, and if you don't scare of change, then it is very easy for anyone to grow in any industry, or wherever you work or wherever you are. It is very easy for anyone to grow if people embrace the change. And in OJAS core values, it is one of the core value. People first is our first core value. We tell that you and me are not Sharon and Phaniraj, or I am not CEO and you are not a architect, but we are human beings first. Continuous learning is the second core value, right? And third one is embrace change. Fourth one is no free lunch. No free lunch in the world. You need to earn with hard work. Don't expect anything free. No free lunch. This is what we tell our employees. All the employees, we train them that don't expect anything for free. You have to hard work. You have to work hard and earn anything and everything in the world. Pursue excellence. Attitude of gratitude. Be thankful to all the things you have. Attitude of gratitude is a core value of OJAS. Then lastly, inclusive growth. So these seven are the core values of OJAS. And one of that, as I mentioned, is embrace change. So if people embrace change, then it would be easy to come to IT industry or go to any industry you want.
So at last, as a founder, as a company owner, as a person who came from very different background, now an expert in IT. Now you are being inspiration for a lot of people, and you're giving service. You're making people to grow their careers and build their careers. So, what is your observation about my work? Have you seen any videos of mine on YouTube?
I have seen, and I really appreciate that. Very very young. You are very young. I think you might have come out of college just 2 years back or 1 year back. When did you come out of your college?
2019.
2019. So it's been just 3 years, and in that 1 year COVID. So I don't know. So you being a very young chap came up in the market with a very very interesting service, or an offering, or a business, or whatever that you call now. What is that you're doing? Meeting people, various people. I have seen a lot of people across the globe. You're going and talking. You're connecting them, and you're chatting with them. this gives lot of exposure and experience. You are actually taking all my energy to you now. All the knowledge you are just copying and pasting, right? You are downloading everything just like that. So you are talking to all the industry experts who have succeeded in their lives, who have seen the highest possible levels of their life, or the hard times of their life. You are meeting all of them and collecting all the knowledge and becoming a you know a kind of maturity. You are as a leader, you are making your own self as a leader, right? You are maturing by doing all these things to the next level, by taking all the knowledge from various people. This is one thing I really appreciate. That second thing, that you are taking it to a lot of people, because you being a very young guy, young chap, it is very easy for you to connect to the youth, right? So if I go and give a motivation lecture in the YouTube, the youth coming and watching, the chances are, the odds are very less, right? But you go and do something in the YouTube, getting connected, because the mindsets and the attitude and the wavelength of you will easily get connected with a same age person. So you are bringing all this knowledge of all the veterans in various industries to the youth and providing a great service to them, helping them, right? I don't know how many people really out of your followers and subscribers in various channels, but at least if 100 people change every month, then you are doing a fantabulous job, Charan. Fantabulous job, right? So I really appreciate. This is what my observation, that one side you are gaining a lot of knowledge, you are putting yourself to expose to a lot of leaders directly, right? Otherwise, it is not possible, right? Through this medium you are doing. Second, you are helping a lot of people, the other side, the youngsters, the youth, the younger generations, the millennials, zillennials, whatever you call, right? So all these people you can easily connect, and through you are taking all the message, you are passing all the message through you to them, which is very, very, very useful for them if they really pick it up.
Thank you, sir. Your valuable words means a lot to me, and it motivates me. It makes me wake up
No,
in the
you're doing a fantabulous job. This is, I haven't seen this kind of proactively creating a new way of coming into social media and picking up the direct leaders, right? So at your age, with your background or experience, people will not have that courage to reach out to the senior leaders in the market. Yes. So you have shown, you made yourself a different in that area. So I really like you and appreciate you. And if I come next time Hyderabad, we'll really meet for a cup of coffee or a lunch.
it's an honor for me, sir. Thank you very much for your
But
valuable.
keep it up. Because you guys are the guys who are going to change the next couple of years. You are going to change the market. You are going to change the direction of the market. The entire country is going to be in your hands. People like you can bring a lot of change. So it's not that we haven't done or we will not do, but the avenues and the knowledge and the methods have changed, transformed a lot, right? So in my childhood, I don't have YouTube. I don't have this kind of facility, right? By the time we get to see a TV in our home, we got 20 years, right? At the age of 25, we could see the cell phone. But now you guys are coming out of the womb with a cell phone, right? So you have got a lot of avenues, and you are certainly a outlier in the market in your age, in your peers.
So thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Overwhelming for me. So I hope you reach globally, and the service that you're providing. I want everybody, not only in India, everywhere. There are a lot of countries where non-technical people wants to come into IT and wants to do service in IT and want to do something bigger things in IT. And you are being inspiration, and you are making them think and making them they can also do that by giving so many giving them resources, and at the same time giving them training by understanding the wavelength of them, also the understanding the level where they are and how much time they have to spend. So I'm sure you're going to create a lot of wealth, a lot of energy with your contribution. I'm sure this planet is going to gain a lot, and I want you to
I'll
kind of.
try my best. I'll try my best, Charan. I don't know how much I can influence the planet overall, but certainly I will add value to the mighty possible from my side. Certainly, I will try to do the best.
So I'll put your web link in the description of this video also on the screen. People who watches it, can you spell your how people can connect with you, because people will be listening on podcast.
Right. So people can reach out to OJAS with varsha.rokam. So can I give my ES email ID so that they can reach out to them? Okay. So I'll give my
Your website.
Sorry.
Your website or your social.
Website. Okay. You want website? Okay. So it's www.ojas-it.com. So it's www.ojas-it.com is our website, and you will find the address and the telephone numbers there. And if anybody really wanted to get into IT industry and they are looking for an opportunity, they can call this number 99495-41456. I repeat, 99495-41456. Mr. David Sandra, VP Operations and Hiring.
So thank you very much, sir, again for the opportunity. Can I put this video on my YouTube channel with your permission?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, and also can I put this audio and video clip on my podcast, website, internet, social media, everywhere with your permission?
Please do that, because this is really going to help a lot of people. Whoever watches, whoever learn something out of you and my discussion, learn something out of our discussion, and or makes career out of this discussion. If somebody gets inspired and gets an employment in OJAS, what is that more that we require, you and me, right? So certainly do that.
It helps a lot of people for sure.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Have a great day to you.